Greetings once again, Super Family. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with my adventures with Superman. Now previously, with Lois having found out, well, deduced, that Clark is Superman, she starts to try to push situations where he might finally fess up to her, with her being unaware that Clark was at one point ready to do so, right up until Lois started getting mad that she knew Superman was hiding something, and that enraged her, with it being very obvious that Lois has some deep-seated trust issues, more than likely because of a bit of tension with her father, who she's determined to prove herself to. So, while Clark is busy actually trying to hunt down the weapons that have been released into the Metropolis underworld by Livewire, Lois continues to pursue him, even to an active crime scene, where the villain Heatwave and her gang are utterly terrified of Superman, saying that he's been chasing them down and capturing various people who have said tech, with Superman knowing nothing about what's going on. So when Clark ends up bringing Lois to safety to get her out of harm's way, he confronts Heatwave to keep her from doing any major damage, only to find her fighting none other than Agent Slade Wilson, who has been commanded by his superiors, government agents Amanda Waller and an unknown general who, looks like he might have a daughter, and a deadly battle ensues, because Slade Wilson's outfit, it's tricked out with the latest and most deadly tech, with even his swords managing to actually injure Clark to some degree. They even pull out the robots that Livewire had used in the first couple of episodes, with the General telling Clark that they've been awaiting his arrival, knowing that the meteor shower years ago that the General encountered when all this tech came to Earth is related to Superman in some way, shape, or form, and the General is determined to get to the bottom of it and find a way to save the planet from Superman. However, when the ensuing battle puts innocent lives in danger, almost destroying a bridge in the process, the General tells Slade to stand down, despite Amanda Waller's insistence, showing that while Amanda Waller is willing to have collateral damage in the form of civilian lives, the General, he draws the line. Gonna have to remember that from later. And so when Clark returns to Lois trying to keep up the ruse, it's a little hard to do so when she's had multiple moments of evidence where Clark has shown that he's stronger than he really should be, never appearing in the same place as Superman, and now just randomly appearing with very specific sword-related injuries. She knows what's up, but Clark insists that it's nothing. And so she jumps from the Daily Planet like a sane person, very classic Lois Lane, forcing Clark to save her and prove that he is indeed Superman. And while Lois is angry that he lied, more than likely being a combination of, again, daddy issues, and the fact that he just would not fess up when it was obvious she knew. But Clark had a reasonable argument as well. Lois has shown that she is determined to find the story. She said that she hated Superman, and she has betrayed Clark's trust at least more than one occasion. And so Lois breaks off the coulda, shoulda, woulda, as Clark was actually gonna ask Lois out. The drama. Even more so, Jimmy has been feeling left out, with even Steve Lombard saying that his friends are leaving him behind, as they were supposed to go on a hunt for Bigfoot, only for the drama of the day's events to leave Jimmy high and dry, and going out into the woods all alone, re-encounters a mysterious gorilla. And because DC has so many giant sentient gorillas, it could be anyone from Gorilla Grodd, not the Ultra Humanite. It'd be pretty obvious if it was the Ultra Humanite. What was the giant gorilla that Superman sometimes fights? Giganto? Was that it? It's Gigant something. Or it could be Monsieur Mala, but usually you can tell when it's Monsieur Mala. So, I would think Gorilla Grodd? I would say that's usually a Flash villain, but, we just had Heatwave, so what happened to Jimmy Olsen, and will his friends get their shit together to actually go and look for him? Join me as I find out. won't you? Oh, okay, so... Oh, hey! There's a poster for Vicky Vale in the background. Reporter in Gotham. Fascinating. Vicky Vale having a career before Lois. Weird. Clark's fault, really. Oh, speak of the devil. Nope. Lois, don't be that person. Petty is not a good look. Yeah. When Superman can't find him, he's gone. Yeah. Come on, your friend's in danger. Maybe he turned off his phone. Yeah, no. He's been captured by Bigfoot. Oh, God. Technology. Huh. Is it Grodd? Oh, he's gonna get probed. Protect your butt, Jimmy! Protect your butt! Ah, nature. Adventures with mad science. Nice. Super speed. Wilderness weekend. Military dad. See, again, something that I love. Lois's time with her father is very understated in so many adaptations. I don't really remember most series ever really just being very heavily centered on the fact that Lois grew up with a military dad. At most, you get it in Lois and Clark. Superman and Lois. Because usually it's about their relationship and stuff like that. But Lois, she had to have training and stuff like that. Because, if you've ever seen any adaptation of her dad, you'd know she would most likely have some form of survivalist training. Come on. Restricted area. If anyone was going to go into something so blatantly quarantined off, it would be Jimmy. How did you miss this? Oh, Jimmy's phone? It's a good thing the vibration is so loud. Oh, what the heck? Something disabling him? Did it just cut off his power? Whoa, what the heck is that? The joy of the fact that everyone pretty much live streams everything, or records it. See, that is not how that happened. It does look like Bigfoot kidnapped Jimmy. Oh, it is Monsieur Mala and the Brain. Okay. Doom Patrol villains / Teen Titan villain. Mostly Doom Patrol. The Brain's brain is, particularly tiny. A spy, really? Oh, mon amour. They're in a relationship here. We finally have an adaptation animated that actually has them in a relationship. Yeah, no, they're a couple. Like, for real. Love comes in all shapes and sizes. And it's gotta be true love, because, it's certainly not based on their looks. Or, I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe they're kinky like that. Oh, he was proven right. I love that. I love Jimmy's just like, vindication. I was right about all the weirdness. I was right about so many things. You were, Jimmy. You were right on the money. I gotta give it to you. The realization that he's no spy. Oh, Mr. Bala. Aw, he's a sweetheart here. Just like, seem to be going through something, kid. You want to talk about that before we, rip open your head? Oh, what the heck? Uh-oh. Surveillance robots? Whoa. Oh, geez. Cadmus. Cadmus. Oh my god. Cadmus. The implications behind that. Superman and Cadmus? Dude, if you've seen Young Justice, the implications. I need this to have like 50 seasons. Of course you have. Area 52. Actually have to watch Jimmy's videos. Oof. The most important people in his life who left him high and dry because y'all were bickering over some nonsense. No, see, on the one hand, Lois is wrong for prying, but on the other hand, these people care about you. Like, Clark needs to understand that these people care about him. And holding on to a secret like this can be very lonely. So on the one hand, you shouldn't force somebody to open up. On the other hand, if you have people who care about you, you should open up. Yeah. See, if he's it's such a melodramatic situation, but I kind of understand, because it's like, well, if he's lied about this, how many other things has been a lie then? Like, the way he feels about her. It's complicated. Not saying that she's in the right about a lot of things, but I am saying that, they both wanted to be in a relationship. That's the thing. That's the big thing. They both want to be in a relationship. And you can't just keep lying to a person you're in a relationship with. I mean, small white lies here and there, yeah, that's fine. Every relationship has that. But to hold something so big from Lois, I mean, when was he gonna tell her? After they'd been dating for years and he'd been ducking out on dates and this, that, and the other? Like, when you think about it from that angle, it's just like, yeah, no, you kind of got to get this hashed out now before, shoot, she thinks that he's just stepping out on her and she doesn't care. You know how much drama comes from a relationship where the guy is constantly ducking out to do superhero stuff behind the girl's back? It's complicated. How could she think that? You kind of haven't given her any other reason to think that. That might be bad. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh god. Can he still use his powers? Oh, actual alien research and stuff. One of mutants. Laser guns? Her? Huh. Sonic gun. Her? Wow. Jimmy's... Man, good on Jimmy. Best day of his life. Did he just bring out rockets? Wow. Okay, I'm starting to understand why this was put in the time frame that it was, because, like, wow, they're actually doing the Brain and Monsieur Malo romance angle. You have no idea how caught off guard I am by that. Usually it's kind of implied. It's more like, you know, the henchman and the loyalty he has to his master, yada yada yada, but we never quite go that direction. Closest we kind of got was the Doom Patrol with them. But like here it's just like, nah, they are like calling each other pet names, my love, mon amour. It's just like, holy crap. The last time? It takes me so off guard because I'm so used to them being bad guys. But here it's just like, it's like a combination of, it's kind of like in Doom Patrol where they're just kind of two washed up people who are just living alone. 22 years ago. Task Force X. Oh man. Weapon. Oh, that's the Brain. Oh, who raided? Oh, Task Force X was sent after them. Okay. A black hole. Oh, that's what created the hole. I was wondering about that. I'm just like, that hole looks very weird. Almost like something crashed through, but not quite. My story's similar to yours. My friend stood me up for a camping trip. Jimmy. See, Monsieur Mala gets it. It's just like, if someone really cares about you, you gotta let them know how you feel. Speak your mind. Be honest with the people around you. That's how you build a good friendship and a good relationship. Being able to confide in someone and being confided in shows a level of trust. I know that can be hard for some people, but it matters a lot. This is a lover spat. Aw, Jimmy, don't go stooping. Oh, wait. Is that still active? Oh, God. Yep. He has no powers. Or they're more capable than he thought? Huh. Ooh. Ouch. Okay, he has the powers. Oh. Okay, it's a bit dodgy. Huh. Whoa. Gotta watch where you step. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, there goes his shirt. Oh. You good? Oh, and he's shirtless. His glistening muscles are okay. Oh, man. That is gratuitous. Oh, how'd you know you were bulletproof? I didn't. See, he cares about you. A new black hole? Oh, you created the black hole to fake your death so you can escape? Okay, why is there a new black hole? Oh, you want to travel to another dimension. Has the potential to blow up. I guess it's kind of like travel to another dimension where people won't fear us or criticize us, or we die. Either way, it's a way out. That's morbid. Okay, so what's about to disrupt the flow of power to this room? Oh god. Ah, man. Shirtless Clark. Ooh! He has a battle body. What a weird thing to find your friend doing, talking to a friggin' brain and gorilla. Immediate judgment. The judgment! I want to watch them fight. Takes off the glasses. Of course he knows. You know, it's funny that the two most obsessed with getting the story, Lois and Jimmy, who's aliens this and paranormal that, would end up being the ones who are just like, Clark, I'm not gonna freaking reveal your secret, but it's just like, he would have every right to think that they would just reveal his secret in a heartbeat. I love that, 'cause it's just like, dude, the day I met you, you ripped the handle off the door. Like, come on, man. Like, thank you. Like, I've said it before. Clark is not subtle in this universe. He does not have a handle on his abilities. I love this. Like, Jimmy is the complete other spectrum from Lois. It's just like, I mean, I figure you just tell me when you were ready. Seemed like you just are never gonna be ready. I do love that Jimmy is just like, oh yeah, I've been known, but you just didn't seem to want to tell me about it. They've been listening. Like, dude, we've been here for 22 years. This is the best entertainment we've had in a long time. Oh, who created the robots then? Uh-oh. Who created this? Task Force X? Oh, that's not good. Nice. They're Omax? You're kidding me. These are Omax? Kinda lame, but at the same time, I can kinda see it. The eyes, that makes a lot of sense. I kept thinking of, like, giant robotic floating eyes? Like, what the hell is this? Omax makes a lot of sense. Jeez. Oh, what the heck? The hell? What the hell are those? Are those... They look like they're from Gurren Lagann. Are those the xenomorphs that are usually in Cadmus, like Double X and others? Again, if you've seen Young Justice, you know what I'm talking about. I love how we keep just cutting back to... So, this is what we've been doing. Yeah, these look like freaking Gurren Lagann robots. But they're mutants. Okay, they're totally the xenomorphs. Jeez. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Throw the robots into the black hole? Oh boy. Oh, shock rods? Or... Oh, the laser blaster staff. Oh, I wonder. Well, takes a moment of life and death to actually get everything out in the open. I do appreciate that. It's just like, dude, you gotta understand, we care about you. We don't like knowing that there's just something that you don't include us in. It's something I've actually had to deal with before in my life too. And it's just like, not including people in certain aspects of your life show to a certain degree to some people that maybe you don't care about them as much as they care about you, or they want to care about you. Yeah, I'm actually kind of realizing a lot of mistakes I've made because of this. Yep, there you go. Suck in the robots. Okay, I was about to say, by all technical means, y'all should be dying. Oh god. Yeah, that should have been a big old heaping dose of death. Another hole? Oh, the heck? It's a good thing that Lois likes big jackets. Red Sun Omega Field, that's what it was. Clark gets his powers from the sun, but red suns weaken him. Not all at once, which is why he still had some aspects of his powers, but... Oh, man. If anyone figures that out. I'm glad we didn't go with Kryptonite. Jimmy Olsen becoming friends with Mashura Mala. You know, back when Jimmy had a comic book, this totally would have been something that happened. Like, My Adventures with Superman is literally just the Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen comics, more than they are the Superman comic. Like, straight up. Like, we're channeling more of the Silver and Bronze Age than anything else. Oh. Just... Thank you, the Brain. It's just like, so did the General find you yet? Oh, man, they don't call him the Brain for nothing. Jeez. It's just like, look. The technology reacted to you. The red sun field reacted to you. It's just like, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're somehow caught up in the middle of this. Also lets us know Clark is 22 years old. I've been wondering about that. Yep, now he knows who's after him. The General. Man. You gotta love that between friggin' Deathstroke the Terminator and Amanda the Wall Waller, the most intimidating person in this shot is the General. Wow. Because usually he's not given his due. In most situations, his hate for Superman, it eclipses everything else. When I say he is the General Ross to Superman's Hulk, it's no lie. Like, beyond Lex Luthor, this guy, he guns for Superman in the comics usually. And in most situations, it usually gets him killed. Man, I love how ominous that is. Wow. I love that. Like, it is very Doom Patrol. It's like, the world doesn't always accept what's strange and different. Especially in today's society. And there's the hope of Superman. Want to believe that this place can be accepting. And I love that it's highlighted by Lois and Jimmy saying that we don't care what you are. We care about who you are. Thank you. Because that's real friendship. That's real love. To accept someone for who they are. To get to know someone. Again, I am so weirded out by the fact that the most answers and the kindest characters ended up being Miss Mala and the friggin' Brain. Oof. I'm so used to seeing them one way, it's hard to square that circle. Ah, good. Now, ominous moment. Oh, they finally got their portal. Aww. I hope they got their happy ending. Monsieur Mala and the Brain so rarely ever do. Yep, I knew it. I knew we were gonna have something ominous at the end. We always do. The General. First operation. Oh, he's the one who raided the place. He made the decision to wipe them all out. Jeez. Who the heck? Oh, it's Ivo. Okay, he healed up pretty nice. How much time has passed? I mean, he didn't have any hair before, but it seems like enough of it's grown back. Take down Superman. Oh, man. And Cadmus is back in operation. Oh, man. And the collar, that's so Task Force X. Because before you had the implants, it was something they actually strapped to you. But I think it was that it would be like on your arm or something, you'd lose a limb. But this is kind of a interesting middle ground. And they still call him the General, dang. Aw, he got a picture with them. Aw, I kinda love it. Man, a world where Monsieur Mala and the Brain were never evil. Then again, the Doom Patrol has other villains, so it doesn't necessarily have to be them. But Ivo in control of Cadmus? Oh, God. Oh, And that picture of Lois looking at Clark, oof. I love how all that controversy went just bye-bye. I mean, it was still a valid argument for people to criticize Lois to some degree, but at the same time, it was deeper than her just wanting him to forcibly out himself for selfish reasons. I mean, it was selfish, but is because they're pursuing something, a romance, and to have such a big secret between them, it would create a lot of distrust. At least that's how I see it from my point of view. And the picture is restored, as it should be. But, I mean, the previous episode really opened up an interesting discussion and the points of view, and you could tell how many people actually watched the episodes. If I'm being honest, this feels like the equivalent of when Batman Brave and the Bold was on TV, where it was a bit sillier, a bit goofier, a bit more lighthearted, and it took Batman into some wacky direction. But it all had its basis in like the gold, silver, and bronze age, when more of the silver and bronze age, where it was goofier storytelling, where weird, wacky, and out there stuff kind of happened from time to time. But there were also lessons to be learned. And that's what I see my adventures with Superman as. Silly, goofy, wacky, but it has a lot of heart and a lot of intrigue. I'm deeply interested to see where all of this goes. Now, Clark now knows the name of his enemy and who he should be the most on the lookout for. But I also do love that the previous episode also showed that, I mean, while this episode shows just how ruthless the General can be to just gun down an entire installation the way he did, and we even saw that previous episode, we also got to see that he's not willing to sacrifice the lives of the normal people to get what he wants. He has a line that he won't cross. It'll be interesting to see if that line will apply to Superman in any capacity, because the General as an ally, amazing. The General as an enemy, oh boy. And it'll be saving people that'll be that middle ground. But the real question is how much damage will happen until we get to that point. But I've really spoiled a lot of things, but I know Lois will also be a pivotal element there. I love the fact that Jimmy knew, which honestly, shoot, might have even sparked his interest in the weird. Maybe that was also a reason why Jimmy's so interested in the weird, the wild, and out there, because he also wanted to show Clark that he's accepting of that kind of stuff. And apparently they've been roommates since freshman year of college. And if Clark is like 22 now, they probably was a 4-year degree. So Jimmy and Clark have been together for around 4 years, maybe? You know, if they've done the traditional thing of going from high school to directly into college. So 4 years of Clark never telling Jimmy anything, hiding his secret, which Jimmy is just like, yeah, it's not a secret, man. I don't know, it's interesting. It's fascinating to me. And Jimmy wanted to give Clark that space to tell him in his own time, and he never did. That's a little sucky. I understand, you know, never out someone when they, or force someone to tell you something until they're ready, but I mean, if he wasn't ready after 4 years, like, God. Like, even I've had friends who have come out as gay after about a year of knowing them, within a year of knowing them, and it was just like, oh, it's cool, man. But not everybody's like that. It's a multifaceted situation, and that's why I keep rambling on and on and on, because there's so many avenue of everything that was addressed over the past 2 episodes. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the way things were kind of wrapped up in terms of the turmoil between Lois and Clark? I'm not going to say that it was perfect, but I like that Lois at least made it known that it's more that she felt that maybe Clark wasn't sincere about how he felt towards her, and that's the thing she was the most angry about. That maybe she was just another cover to keep his secret, which might sound silly, but when you're in love, it can get very silly, and you can sometimes jump to conclusions because you're two different people. You can't read each other's mind. You're not always going to be on the same page, and you have to open up and talk in order to make sure the other person, especially the other person that you want to be in a relationship, can get to understand you. So it might be shaking goalies, but this might be the start of a very rock-solid relationship because of honesty. But how did you feel about Jimmy already knowing and just keeping it to himself? How did you feel about the brain in Miss Mala and the ominous warning of the general? And now that Ivo and his potential technology and the refitting of technology is now in the mix, not to mention the mutants that Mala and the brain created are still there, we gonna get some wackiness. So let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.